Hi everyone, welcome to the course of AI Ready ASEAN, Module AI for Content Creation. I'm Ashiana Ekaputri, Marketing Manager at Pinar, that will accompany you learning AI for content creation purposes. I am also a certified AI-powered marketer by SEMrush, and I was also a trainer for digital marketing classes at Kelas Prakerja by Indonesian Ministry of Manpower. I was also appointed as an ASEAN Youth Ambassador by the Indonesian Ministry of Foreign Affairs. All right, so let's get started with today's topic. We're going to talk about AI usage and implementation, specifically how AI is used for content creation. This is something I personally find super exciting because AI isn't here to replace creators like us, it's here to enhance what we do. There will be three modules covered during the session. The first one, you will learn how to generate content with AI. The second module, you will learn how to identify an AI generated content. And lastly, you will also learn about the ethics, challenges, and things to consider while using AI to generate content. Are you ready? So let's get started with the first module, which is how to generate content with AI. Let me ask you this. Have you ever used AI to help you write something, design a visual, or even edit a video? I personally think AI is like a creative buddy. It gives you boost and inspiration, but it won't do the thinking for you. You still need your voice, your ideas, and your intention behind the content. So, when we say AI generated content, we're talking about digital stuff made with the help of AI, like text, images, videos, even voices. It works using tools like machine learning and NLP or natural language processing, so it can learn how to sound and look more human. What are the benefits of AI for content creation? The first one is efficiency. We have less time creating and more time thinking strategically. The second one is for creativity boost. Sometimes AI suggests ideas we didn't even think of. The third benefit is, of course, it's cost effective. It's really great if you're working solo or with a very small team. The last benefit is more personalizations. The AI can even tailor content based on the audience you're targeting. And honestly, who doesn't want a little help when deadlines are creeping up? Do you know that AI can generate blog posts, articles, product descriptions, social media captions, and other text based contents? Yes, you can use these tools to generate text-based contents, such as Gemini and ChatGPT, to create a conversational AI for generating text-based responses. The second one is Jasper. You can use this to make copywriting for your marketing purposes or blogs. And the last one is Copy.ai and WriteSonic. It can help you generating contents for advertising and social media purposes. Some best practices that you can take into your account. The first one, you still have to review the AI generated text for accuracy and originality. The second part is you still need some edits, and of course, personalize your contents to match your tone and style. And the third part, you still need to avoid over reliance on AI. Use it as an assistant, not a replacement. You've probably seen people using DALL-E and Midjourney to generate art, or Canva and Adobe Firefly to assist with design. These are great examples since AI tools can generate stunning visuals and enhance designs for branding and marketing purposes. And of course, these are super fun to play with. But remember, use AI generated images just for a starting point, and still you need to refine them. The second part, you have to make sure you're not accidentally using copyrighted or problematic content. How about video content creation? AI can help you enhance video production by automating editing and content creation. Some examples you can use, such as Synthesia to create avatar and voiceover videos, Or you can also use Runway ML. It's an AI assisted video editing. And the third example, you can use Pictory. It's an AI generated short form videos from text. But still, people connect more with authenticity. So use AI as a helper, not a clone of yourself. The next use case that you can try is how to use AI for audio and music production. AI can generate voiceovers, soundtracks, and audio effects for various applications. Some popular tools you can try: 11 Labs and Merv, they're AI voice generators for narration, or Ava and Boomi, they're AI generated music and soundtracks. Some best practices you can try. The first one, you still have to review AI generated voiceovers for clarity and authenticity. The second part, you have to be responsible to use the AI in synthetic speech to avoid deepfake misuse. As you previously have learned how to use AI for a different type of content production, now we're going to talk about how and what you need to do for creating content using AI. Okay, the first phase is to plan and to strategize. Before we jump into tools and creating, there's some thinking to do. The first step is to define your content goals. Ask yourself, what do I want to create? Why am I creating it? And what do I want my audience to feel or to do after seeing it? Being specific here will make your AI prompts a lot better too. The second step, you have to identify your target audience. Who are you trying to reach? What do they care about? What are they struggling with? And what kind of solution they're looking for? And finally, where do they hang out online? This is very exciting because I usually make a simple audience persona to guide me when I write or design. And of course, for the applications, you can use generative AI to create text, images, and music, or you can use other AI tools to predict trends, assist you in robotics, and enable self-driving cars. The next step is to conduct keyword research. It will be beneficial and helpful, especially if you're doing SEO or social media optimization. I usually use some research tool for keywords such as Google Keyword Planner, SEMrush, and Ahrefs, and I usually consider long tail keywords too. They're usually easier to rank and super targeted. The next part is to brainstorm content ideas as step 4. You can try mix evergreen content with timely content or the trending topics one. And don't forget to look at what your competitors are doing. How can I do better or different than them? After completing your research, you can then move to the second phase, which is to create and optimize. First step you can do is to create high quality content. You can focus on providing value to your audience and be their problem solver. Ensure accuracy produced by AI tools. Structure your content logically and write in a manner that resonates with your audience. Don't forget to add visual context or illustration for more clear messaging. Add personal touch to make it more relevant with your audience. I have also a pro tip in using AI tools here. You can be super clear with your prompts. The more details you give, the better the output. After producing high quality contents, now you have to optimize your content. I have some checklists for you. The first thing to do is to incorporate relevant keywords naturally throughout your text, headings, and meta descriptions. The second thing to do is to optimize images and videos with descriptive file names and alt text. The third thing is to ensure your content is mobile friendly and loads quickly. The fourth thing, don't forget to include internal and external links to relevant resources. And lastly, for social media, tailor your content to each platform's best practices. For the last step, please don't skip this. Even the best AI tools make weird mistakes, right? So please thoroughly review your content for grammar, spellings, and punctuation errors. And also check for clarity, flow, and accuracy. Or if you're lucky, have a friend review it too. You've created your content. That's great, but don't stop there. After producing and optimizing your content, you still have to do the analysis and iteration. The first step to do is to track your results. You can use Google Analytics or other social media analytics to monitor traffic, engagement, etc. The second step is to analyze your performance. You can identify what's working well and what's not. And probably you can ask yourself what content performs best, which channels give you the most ROI. The last step, don't forget to iterate and improve. Keep testing, adjusting, and evolving. Your first content is never perfect, and that's totally okay. So, to wrap up, AI is a very powerful ally if you know how to use it right. Use AI to express your ideas better, not to replace your ideas. So, now let's talk about something a bit more practical. How can you tell when content is AI generated, especially on social media? This is super important today, not because AI is bad, but because we all need to be aware of how to spot the difference between what's created by humans and what's created by machines. Okay, first, what is AI generated content? So it's basically anything text, messages, images, videos, or even voices that's created by an artificial intelligence instead of a human. You've probably seen examples of AI written posts like tweets, blog articles, or even YouTube comments. The second example is such AI generated images. For example, realistic faces, surreal art, or weird profile pictures. The third example is deepfake video, where someone is saying something they never actually said. And, of course, synthetic voiceovers that sound almost real. Some tools that can create this kind of content include ChatGPT, Gemini, Midjourney, Dolly, Synthesia, and 11 Labs, among others. And trust me, there are many more popping up every week. Okay, you might think it all looks normal, right? But there are actually some small clues that give AI text away. Here's what you can look for. First sign, repetitive or generic language. So AI loves patterns and can sound a bit robotic. Second sign is lack of personal touch. It might be missing real emotions, opinions, or even simple things like slang. The third sign is the inconsistency in context. Sometimes AI contradicts itself or says things that don't make total sense. And fourth sign, there's no personal engagement. AI doesn't usually reply with real interest. It's just there. And the last sign you can see is the unusual grammar or phrasing. If it sounds off or too perfect, that's a red flag. For example, if a social media comment that sounds like a mix of Wikipedia and chatbot, yeah, you get the idea. That must be an AI generated text. How about images? This one is actually fun and kind of scary sometimes. Here are the signs that an image might be made by AI. The first sign, unrealistic facial features like six fingers or ears that don't match. And then strange backgrounds. Sometimes it's just blurry or nonsensical objects in the background. The third sign, glitchy details. Look at the jewelry, eyes, or hands. They're usually weird. And the fourth sign, the last sign you can see is they're just too perfect. Some AI faces look flawless, but also kind of fake. No pores, no soul, you know? So, if you want to use some tools to see what kind of AI images to detect AI images, you can use Google reverse image search or AI image detection tools like Hugging Faces AI detector. Next part, how to detect an AI generated video or deepfake. There are four signs. The first one, weird blinking or stiff expressions. Sometimes people in deepfakes blink too much or not at all. The second thing you can see is their lip movements. Sometimes they don't match the audio. The third sign is the blurry or distorted edges, especially around the face or the hair. And the last sign is the strange lighting. Sometimes the skin looks way too smooth or unnatural. And we can try to use these tools to detect deepfakes, like for example, Deepware Scanner or Microsoft Video Authenticator. The next part, how to recognize AI generated audio. You can see four signs. The first one, the lack of natural pauses. AI generated speech can sound too smooth or mechanical. And then you can hear the weird pronunciation, like a robot who graduated from speech school is just too perfect. The third one, background noise consistency. You may hear the lack of natural background noise. And finally, sudden pitch changes. Some AI generated voices shift pitch unnaturally. You can use these tools to detect the AI audio, resemble AI detector, or AI voice deepfake detection tools. They can help you out. So, what you can do about it? Here are some things I personally think are useful when verifying content online. First, use Google or TinEye reverse image search to check where an image came from. And then you can compare what you see with trusted news sources. The third thing, you can also try online AI detection tools, even if just for fun. And then you can also look for verified accounts. Trusted accounts are less likely to share fake AI generated media. And lastly, you have to see at the engagement patterns. Look at the comments. If they feel spammy or too perfect, something might be off. In today's digital age, AI tools are becoming powerful companions in the world of content creation, helping us write faster, design more beautifully, and brainstorm ideas with ease. But with great power comes great responsibility. Using AI in creative work is not just about pushing buttons and getting results. It also means thinking carefully about ethics, ownership, and how our content impact others. Some ethical considerations in AI generated content is transparency. It's crucial to be more open about using AI, especially when your audience assumes the content is fully human made. A simple disclaimer like created with the help of an AI tool can build trust and credibility. Hiding the use of AI, on the other hand, can feel deceptive and harm your reputation in the long run. The second thing to consider is the intellectual property, the IP. It is another area to be mindful of. While AI can generate incredible images and texts, we must make sure the outputs don't accidentally copy copyrighted materials. This is especially tricky in the world of AI generated art and writing, where copyright laws are still evolving. When in doubt, give credit where it's due and avoid using AI to repurpose or remix protected work without permission. Then there's the issue of misinformation. AI tools can sometimes hallucinate facts or create contents that feels real, but it's not. That's why it's essential to double check the information before sharing it, especially when it comes to news, statistics, or anything sensitive. Using AI to create fake images, audio, or deepfakes for deceptive purposes is not only unethical, it can also cause real harm. Lastly, we need to talk about bias and fairness. AI systems are trained on human data, which means they can inherit human biases. If we're not careful, AI generated content might reinforce stereotypes or exclude certain groups. As creators, it's our job to use these tools responsibly to amplify diverse voices, challenge outdated narratives, and also promote inclusivity. While AI can make content creation faster and easier, it's not perfect. Many creators notice a loss of authenticity when they're relying too much on AI. Sure, the writing might sound polished, but it can lack emotion, personal perspective, and the messy humanness that people connect with. That's why it's important to mix in your own voice, your thoughts, stories, and style to keep the content real. Accuracy is another challenge. AI doesn't always get the fact right. Some models aren't updated with real time data, and others may confidently state things that are completely untrue. So, even if AI speeds up your writing, it doesn't replace the need for solid research and fact checking. There's also the risk of over reliance. If you lean too heavily on AI, you might stop flexing your own creative muscles. That's a slippery slope. AI should be an assistant, not a replacement. The best creators use it as a co pilot, not a driver. And as deepfake technology becomes more advanced, it opens the door to ethical dilemmas. AI can now generate voices and videos that look incredibly real. But with that power comes responsibility. Misusing AI for deceive or impersonate can cause serious damage, and in some countries, even legal consequences. And of course, there's the impact on jobs. As AI takes over some tasks, certain creative roles may evolve or disappear. But rather than seeing AI as a threat, creators can future proof their careers by learning how to work with it. Think of AI as a new language in the creative world. The sooner you learn it, the more valuable you become. To use AI effectively and ethically, choosing the right tools matter. Not all AI platforms do the same thing. Some are great for generating text like ChatGPT or images like Midjourney. Know your tools, explore their strengths and limitations, and pick what best suits your content goals. Also, always keep the human touch. AI might help with structure and ideas, but you bring the emotion, the nuance, and originality. Review everything before publishing, add your personal insights, and never rely solely on AI's output. Don't forget to fact check. Just because something sounds right doesn't mean it is. AI can generate information that's outdated, misleading, or simply false. Especially when working with quotes, data, or imagery, if something seems too perfect, you need to take a closer look. Think too about how audience might feel. Some people might appreciate transparency, but some may feel uneasy if they discover a post or artwork was AI generated. Being honest builds credibility and creates space for deeper conversation about tech and creativity. And lastly, stay updated on AI laws and platform guidelines. AI regulations are changing fast, and different platforms have different rules of what's allowed. Make sure you know what's okay to post and when to give credit to the tools that helped you create. Take Alex, for example. They run an online store and started using AI image generators to make stunning product visuals. And, of course, AI writing tools to improve product descriptions. The result? Their shop looked more professional and appealing, leading to higher engagement and better sales. In this case, AI didn't just save time, it elevated the entire customer experience. Imagine Maya, a singer songwriter struggling with writer's block. She turns into an AI lyric generator to spark new ideas and explore fresh themes. The AI helps her think outside the box, and she ends up writing one of her most loved songs yet. Now, ask yourself, what AI tools were used? How did AI help? And what was the outcome? To summarize, AI tools can improve clarity, structure, and visual appeal, especially for creators without design or writing experience. But media literacy is more important than ever. Learn to recognize signs of AI involvement, like overly polished text or strange image details, and use tools that help you detect AI generated content when needed. Okay, to close, I think AI doesn't replace creativity, it unlocks it. When used with care and mindfulness and intention, it becomes a powerful tool to storytell, for ideation, for expression. The key is to stay curious, stay human, and always stay ethical. AI is deeply integrated into the social media and digital platforms students use daily. Whether they're creating content, learning, or communicating, AI can both empower and challenge students in various ways. As educators, you have the opportunity to guide them toward responsible, thoughtful use of AI, helping them unlock creativity, collaboration, and communication while navigating its risks. Dear educators, do you know that AI offers exciting opportunities for your students to expand their creativity, improve their skills, and enhance their learning experiences when used mindfully? Some of the key benefits are creativity and engagement enhancement. AI tools like image generators, caption assistants, and video editors, they allow students to create compelling content for school projects or self-expression. The second benefit is the accessibility of tools. AI-powered captions, translations, and voice-to-text features make content more inclusive for diverse learners and students with different needs. The third benefit is the improved communication skills. AI-driven writing aids and smart editing tools help students refine their messages, structure ideas, and communicate effectively. And you also have the real-time feedback. AI tools offer instant suggestions for grammar, tone, and content improvement, enabling students to make quick adjustments. And last but not least, discovery and learning. AI recommendation expose students to educational content, tutorials, and inspiring creators supporting personalized learning paths. But then, what to be aware of? While AI unlocks many exciting opportunities, it also brings risks, especially for students who might not yet have the maturity or skills to evaluate what they see and create online. First of the risk is algorithmic influence and addiction. AI curates personalized content that can trap students in echo chambers, leading to compulsive scrolling and narrow worldview. The second risk is misinformation and deepfakes. AI can generate convincing fake news, images, and videos, misleading students and eroding trust in credible sources. They can also lose their authentic voice. Over reliance on AI generated content can reduce originality and critical thinking. And also about the bias and stereotyping, AI algorithms can amplify social biases or inappropriate trends, which students might unknowingly absorb or replicate. And lastly, privacy and consent. Students may unknowingly share AI generated content or not fully understand the ethical boundaries and intellectual property rules surrounding its use. Educators are key in helping students become more responsible and informed consumers of AI driven content. Here's how you can integrate these conversations into your teaching. The first strategy for ethical use is to introduce AI concepts early. Teach students what AI is, how it works in social media, and how it influences the content they see and interact with. Build foundational knowledge early on. The second strategy is to introduce the media literacy. Use exercises where students compare real versus AI generated content. Have them reflect on how algorithms shape what they see online and how that affects their online behavior. The third strategy is to support critical thinking prompts. Ask thought provoking questions like: who created this content? Is this image real or edited? Why did this video appear in your feed? You can also discuss the digital ethics, cover topics like plagiarism,
responsible sharing, giving credit for AI assisted work, and understanding the implications of manipulated media. Encourage students to respect others' work. And lastly, you can also try to create ethical content projects. Challenge students to use AI tools creatively but transparently. For instance, they could label AI generated elements in their work or explain their choices in content creation. Next, please pay attention to this case study. Professor Diaz used AI powered lesson planning tools that analyzed student data to create personalized activities for each student. The AI suggested tailored resources and activities, leading to increased student engagement and better understanding of the material. Now, the questions. What AI tools were used? Second, how did AI help? And the third question, what was the results? Now, a little activity for you. A scenario. Mr. Chen, a high school teacher, used AI grading software to assess student essays. The AI offered detailed feedback on grammar, style, and content, allowing him to provide faster, more constructive feedback and freeing up time for one on one student interaction. The questions are: what AI tools were used? How did AI help? And what was the result? Okay, educators, to summarize, AI definitely has their superpowers: create high quality content, improve communications, create images only from text prompts. This opens creative possibilities for those without design or illustration skills. But remember, it is still important to teach and practice media literacy to detect AI involvement in the outputs. This is where watermark detection and AI content detectors can help. AI boosts students' creativity on social media but brings risks like misinformation and bias. Educators like you must guide ethical use and critical thinking despite fast changing tools.